Welcome to I Am the Tigers News. I'm Abby Garrett.
And I'm Alexis Pritchard. Thanks for joining us again for the news we've been watching for you.
Police said Tuesday they are investigating the parents of the 3-year-old boy who fell into a gorilla enclosure at the Cincinnati Zoo and had to be rescued by a team that shot the 400-pound animal to death. Authorities said the investigation will look at the parents' actions leading up to the incident, not the operation of the zoo, which is overseen by the U.S. Department of Agriculture. Police will then confer with prosecutors over whether charges should be filed, the Hamilton County prosecutor said. The incident has triggered a furor online, with some saying the boy's mother should be charged with child endangering, while others want the zoo held responsible for the animal's death. Separately, USDA said it will investigate Saturday's incident for any violations of the Animal Welfare Act.
The UN Children's Fund on Wednesday issued a stark warning to Iraqi troops and Islamic State militants in the battle for Fallujah to spare the children, the most vulnerable among the tens of thousands of civilians who remain trapped by the fighting for control of this city, west of Baghdad. Backed by aerial support from the U.S.-led coalition and paramilitary forces, mainly made by the Shiite militias, Iraqi government troops more than a week ago launched a military operation to recapture Fallujah, which has been under control of the extremist group for more than 2 years. As the battle unfolded, with Iraqi forces this week pushing into the city's southern sections after securing surrounding towns and villages, more than 50,000 people are believed to be trapped inside the Sunni majority city, about 65 kilometers, 40 miles west of Baghdad.
Egypt said Wednesday that a French ship has picked up signals from deep under the Mediterranean Sea, presumed to be from black boxes of the Egypt airplane that crashed last month, killing all 66 passengers and crew members on board. The Civil Aviation Ministry cited a statement from the committee investigating the crash as saying the vessel Laplace was the one that received the signals. It did not say when the signals were detected, but the French Navy confirmed the Laplace arrived on Tuesday in the search area. Laplace's equipment picked up the, quote, signals from the seabed of the wreckage search area, assumed to be from one of the data recorders, end quote, the statement read. It added that a second ship affiliated with the deep ocean search firm will join the search team later this week.
Donald Trump's heated war with the media reached new heights as he turned the brag-worthy feat of raising $5.6 million for veterans charities into a sparring match with reporters pressing him on the issue. The presumptive Republican presidential nominee had previously declined to disclose which charities had received the $6 million he'd claimed to have raised, and his campaign had gone back and forth about how much pledged money had come through. The Washington Post had pressed for an accounting of the donations, and several charities said they received checks just last week. Throughout Tuesday's 40-minute question and answer session, Trump accused media of being unbelievably dishonest in their treatment of him. While Trump has frequently made the media a punching bag, calling out reporters during his signature rallies, the taunts Tuesday were intense, even for him. The billionaire mogul interrupted his recitation of the list of groups receiving portions of the money to complain about the way reporters had called up charities to try and verify his contributions. He called the political press disgusting and dismissed one ABC News reporter as a sleaze.
A woman is walking 80 miles while pulling a casket from her home in New Jersey to the state capitol to raise awareness of mental health issues, including suicide and addiction. Greta Schwartz set out on her 3-leg journey Monday and plans to arrive Wednesday. The 48-year-old has a backpack of water and is storing food in the wooden casket she is pulling behind her with a strap fastened to her waist. The casket has the word revolution printed on its lid. It also bears the names of about 70 people to whom Schwartz had a personal connection with who have killed themselves. The casket has 2 wheels at the narrow end to help Schwartz pull it. She said her son knew 2 students at Ocean City High School who killed themselves in 2014 and 2015.
Today's Odd News of the Day comes from Florida, where a man who threw an alligator through a drive-through window was sentenced to a year of probation after throwing himself at the mercy of the court. 24-year-old Joshua James told the judge Tuesday that he saw he threw the alligator through the window. last
He
October.
said he found the nearly 4-foot alligator by the side of the road and meant to play a prank on the friend at the restaurant. James was initially charged with felonies, including assault with a deadly weapon. But no one was hurt by the gator, which was captured and returned to the wild.
The great weather
The great weather continues as the sun continues to dominate our skies. But how long will this stretch last? Here's Mr. Charbonneau with the forecast.
We're going to continue the streak of reaching 80 degrees again today and Thursday as the sun continues to dominate our weather. Today may be the most comfortable day we've had since dew points are extremely low. Now those dew points will rise as the system enters the area on Thursday, and with it ushering some warm, southerly, and more humid air. Now this system is going to spark some thunderstorms Thursday afternoon and Thursday evening. Now not everyone is going to see storms, but those who do will see quick downpours, thunder and lightning, and the chance of some damaging winds. Now the storms move out Thursday night, setting up for another nice day on Friday, where we'll see more sun than clouds, and temperatures fall just short of 80. Looking longer range, the weekend looks a little unsettled. Great weather on Saturday, but a good chance for showers and some more thunderstorms on Sunday. That's the forecast. Enjoy this great stretch of weather. Have a great day.
The NBA Finals are ready to start. Here's Justice Dan with the sports.
It'll either be repeat or redemption. A rematch will decide. Cleveland and Golden State are about to reunite in the NBA Finals, starting Thursday night in Oakland, California. This is the 14th Finals match. A good sign for Cleveland, which lost to Golden State last season. 6 of the last 7 teams that lost the Finals one year won the rematch encounter. A good sign for Golden State? The only exception to that trend came in 1997 and 98 when Utah Jazz lost back-to-back to the Chicago Bulls, a team that featured current Warriors coach Steve Kerr. Of the previous 13 rematches, defending champions have retained their title 16 times. Give credit to Jake Arrieta. He did everything that you'd ask for your starting pitcher. He threw 7 scoreless innings, allowing just 2 hits and leaving Tuesday night's game against Los Angeles Dodgers with the score knotted at 0. Despite that, the Cubs lost to the Dodgers 5-0 and thus ended a mighty impressive streak that dated back to last summer. The Cubs hadn't fallen in a game that Arrieta started since July 25th of 2015, when they were a no-hit by Cole Hamels and the Philadelphia Phillies. The Dodgers, after Arrieta left the game, went to work on the Cubs' bullpen. They scored 2 runs off Clayton Richard in the 8th, starting with a tie-breaking single by Adrian Gonzalez. Then Corey Seager hit a 3-run homer in the 9th and accounted for the rest of the 5-0 final. Professional boxers can compete in the Olympics in Rio de Janeiro if they qualify. An overwhelming vote by the sport's governing body on Wednesday allows any boxer to try to qualify next month and earn selection for their national team. But the decision has been criticized across the professional ranks as move towards dangerous matches between established boxers and inexperienced amateurs. Although Manny Pacquiao had been slated to be a superstar attraction in Rio, he decided last week to focus on his political career after being elected the senator in the Philippines. That's it for sports. I'm Justice Dan.
We flipped the calendar to June today, and that only means we're nearing the end. But there's still quite a bit more to do, including attending the Block M Athletic Awards banquet tonight.
Senior dinner dance tickets are now on sale for $58. Tickets may be purchased from Mrs. Harder in room 101 before homeroom, during lunch, and after school. Please purchase your ticket as soon as possible. Tickets are on sale until this Friday, June 3rd.
Students are reminded to check with their respective teachers to find out when review sessions are scheduled.
Due to the conflict with the band trip this Friday and low registration numbers, the kayak trip for this Friday, June 3rd, is canceled. However, we will still be going next Friday, June 10th. There are still spots open. Please stop down at the pool and see Mr. Parker's for a permission slip.
Speaking of the band trip, Mexico musicians will be headed for Sherburne Earlville, on Saturday for that annual competition.
Top 100 dinner is coming up this Monday in the high school gym.
That's all for us today. We'll see you again on Friday. For the staff of Eye on the Tigers News, thanks for joining us today. I'm Abby Garrett.
And I'm Alexis Richardson.